Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, today we are going to discuss the role of women in society. What are the qualities of a good woman? We are taking it in English because some part people are, their regional language is not Hindi, so they are not fluent. So firstly, the word woman is very misleading. Because if you trace the meaning of the word woman, it's like woman has come from the backbone of man. That is the meaning of woman. Huh? So that way, because it's not a Vedic word. It's not word from Vedic dictionary, women. Huh? So it's a misleading word. We have not come from man. Though people very easily understand, even man or a woman, they come from the womb of a mother. So the very word woman is a misleading word. And it's not the correct word to address a stree or mahila. Even if you find the dictionary meaning of word aurat, that is also a very, very derogatory word. You'll be shocked to search the meaning of aurat, because one of my friend, when I was in Mumbai, she is from Kashmir. She is a specialist in geriatric medicine. So she was telling me one day in the conversation that this word is very derogatory, because saying some stree as a or means you are just addressing the genitals of the person. Such a shock. This is not a word. Stree, Mahila. Stree is the Vedic word for women. Then in the Vedic scripture, it's not, people have a misconception that the women were suppressed or they were subjugated. No. You find in the Vedic scripture, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, that is the essence of all the Vedas, you will understand that because Stree is the carrier of Dharma, so that's why so much protection, priority, care was given to Stree. That was the reason. Because after 8,400,000 species of life, from the womb of a mother, a living entity gets a human body. So women, like women is again a British term. Stree has a very high regard in the Vedic culture. That's why you find in the Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, even like not only to one's mother, even one's sister was regarded as Amba, mother. And the Devaki and Kans, Krishna's Krishna Leela, 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam there. So that's why, like women, except like Stree, except one's own wife, is regarded as mother. You respect as mother. That's a Vedic system. It's not that okay, Stree is an object of sense gratification. The society today is taking Stree just as an object of sense gratification. And I was thinking today that no organization and nobody protests when some sensual songs come, Crazy for Your Body, even the very old songs, like so derogatory, so derogatory. The way media, especially Bollywood, Hollywood, has shown female just as a sense object. The whole advertisement industry is just showing a female to sell anything. So sense objectification of a Stree has been done, but this was not the Vedic system. In the Vedic system, she was very highly regarded and protected. This is what Chanakyaniti also says. Matrivat paradareshu paradraveshu loshtavat atmavat sarvabhuteshu ya pashyati sa pandita. Who is a real learned person? Not the one who has many degrees and behavior is like Ravan or Hiranyakashipu or Duryodhana or Dushashan. So yeah, high academic knowledge and rich financial background doesn't mean that we are a learned person. A truly or a high position in the society. A truly learned person is who sees Matrivata Paradaresh, others as one's own mother. First own, lost Atmavata Sarva Bhuteshu, all living entities, not only human beings, as one's own family. One who behaves like this, such a person is Pandit, a person in true knowledge. But the whole society is mad after lust and greed. That's why so much of financial fraud, corruption, rape, murders, what not. Just because of lust and greed. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it said, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Narakasya Tridvara. These are the three doors to hell: lust, anger, and greed. So in the Vedic system, there was very high regard given to protect Stree. That's why Rama and Mahabharata both happened just to protect the owner of Mother Sita and Mother Draupadi. Nowadays, even if after rape, a female is murdered, killed, evidences are destroyed, protests take place, candle march take place, but no solution. No punishment to the culprit. And even if they give the punishment, the person who suffered, nobody can revive that situation. So nowadays, society is much degraded. Lust is the driving factor. That's why even a small girl is not safe, an elderly lady is not safe. Then it will not be sufficient just to discuss the role of a woman or अच्छी स्त्री या स्त्री का एक समाज में क्या योगदान. One society, especially human society, both Purush and Stree need to be trained properly so that we don't degrade ourselves to animalism and even below animalism, the way present day society is. So, like everyone says, oh, women should behave in this way, this way, this way. I'm using the term because the English women, the actual word is Stree. But it will be insufficient if we don't at the same time teaches the role to the person in the male body. And to learn the roles, whether the role of a Stree or a Purusha, we have to understand first our true identity and the real goal of human life. Because the goodness, like good person, it can be different for everyone. Because even if people are cheating others, disturbing others, they are thinking, I am right only. And few people in their circles, they think they are right only. Then what is right, what is wrong, what is good behavior, what is bad behavior, it cannot be decided by the opinion of mass of people. Like we have the law in the state, that's the same way there is law of Bhagavan, that is known as Dharma. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 3rd chapter, verse 19, Yamaraj says, Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Dharma means to abide by the laws of God. That is the meaning of Dharma. So before being a good citizen or a good wife, good professional, good attached, good husband, any role we want to play in the society, first purpose of human life, from where human life starts, when we inquire about the absolute truth. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. If you want to superficially tell people this way you should behave, this way you should behave, and when the other person doesn't behave properly, then it's a half training there. That's why human life starts when we realize who we are, from where we have come, why there is change of body, why different people are born in different set of families. Who decide who will become a Stree, who will become a Purusha? Why I am not a Purusha? I am why or a Purusha thing, why I am not a Stree? So the fundamental reality of life is that we are not these perishable bodies. We are eternal spirit souls, and we do understand very well. Like when a person leaves, we know that the body is still lying there. Who left? Soul left. You say, my body, my head, my pen, my laptop, my dress, my legs, my home, my. Where is the I? I is the soul. There is the Shastric evidence. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, chapter 2, verse 13. Dehino asmin yatha dehe komaryam yoganam jana tatha dehantra prapti dhiras tatra namohit. The dehi means the embodied, the person who is in the material body, that is soul. So when soul is there in the body, body goes through the changes of birth, place of the body. Then body grows because there is soul inside. There is childhood, youth, adulthood, and old age for the body. And when the body is no longer useful, we get another body. That means we are not the body, we are spirit soul. And there is a complete spiritual science to understand behind that. So life's goal is not just limited to play different roles. Human life has a higher purpose. Bhagavad Gita 15.7 Mameva Ansha Jiva Loki Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Mana Shashtani Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. Krishna is saying the soul is not Bhatakti हुई आत्मा नहीं है. Mameva Ansha, we are eternal part and parcel. Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, we are eternal part and parcel. Krishna, all living entities in different species of life. Why we are suffering? Because we are trying to misuse or whimsically use our 5 gross senses and mind and exploit the resources of material nature. That's why the most trouble-giving species on the planet are human beings. So that's why from the very childhood, it should not be just the training related to the bodily level. We should receive spiritual training. Spiritual, that is what is known as sanskara from the very beginning. So that we don't get lost into the illusion of this world. That's why in Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj says, Komaryam Ajrit Pragya. From the very childhood, we should be given the knowledge of science of soul. We should practice Bhakti Yoga. So like many people think, oh, a female, like a Stree should be a good wife, a good mother. But when she is small, then what to do? So we are living in Sati Yoga. We have to equip soul in both the bodies, whether male body or a female body, in material as well as spiritual education. Because if only material education, then people don't know what is how I can properly utilize that education. So both should receive good education, both of matter and of antimatter, that is spirit soul. So when from the very childhood, we receive complete education. Then when we grow up, we are able to play exemplary roles in the society, whether on the academic front, professional front, family, or social. It's clear till now. Because of lack of spiritual education, there is problem at the workplace, there is problem in the family, there is problem in the relationship. Until we revive our eternal relationship with Krishna, with the active reciprocation of gratitude and service, then we will experience Krishna's love in our life. So every living entity, means every soul in the human body, must read, hear, and understand Bhagavad Gita. Because Bhagavad Gita is the manual of life. Until unless we train the soul, the spiritual science, we cannot play any role perfect. And while playing different roles, we should not forget what is the eternal goal. Because body is changing, soul is eternal. In Brahma Samhita it's written, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Krishna is Parameshwara, Supreme Controller, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Satchita Ananda Vigraha, full of knowledge, eternity, and bliss. Because soul is eternal part and parcel of Krishna, that's why our natural condition is, our natural situation, natural swabhava is that we should be also always happy, but we are not happy because we are misidentified with the body. So that's why there is sukha dukha, dvanda, but no anand. So because we are eternal part and parcel of Krishna, we are meant to be forever happy. Because of misidentifying with the body, with that we are struggling. If we accept Dharma, that is the words of Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, the manual of life in our life, then not only our present life becomes happy and peaceful, but at the end of this life, when we quit this material body, we will go back to the spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavan, and we'll be fully functional without any restriction, without any miseries in our spiritual body. This is not a speculative concept. It's clearly mentioned in the scriptures. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, Krishna is saying, there is Krishna Dham. Abramat, this is chapter 15. Na tadapasate suryo na shashanko na bhavaka yadgatva na nivartante tadhamam paramam. In my spiritual abode, there is no need of sun, moon, or electricity. It's effulgent by Krishna. And one who reaches to Golok Vrindavan never comes back to this material planet. Just Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam, temporary abode of mysteries. Another place Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Shri Krishna is telling us, Abrahmanan Bhuvanan Loke Punaravartino Arjuna Mama Pettita Kontya Punar Janmana Vidyate. From the planet of Brahma, so from Brahma even to a small living entity as small as an end. Everybody has to change body. In a repetition of birth, death, old age, and disease. But one who goes back to Krishna has to go through the cycle of change of material bodies. So when we are enlightened, awakened in the spiritual knowledge, the spiritual reality, then our activities on a higher plane, spiritual plane, not on material. When people are misidentifying with the body, then their activities are on the material plane. That's why they are affected by the three modes of material nature: Tamoguna, Rajoguna, Satoguna. And that's why people are being driven by lust and greed, not by love. For love, we need to connect to the source of love, that is Krishna, Rasaraj Shri Krishna. So that's why the fundamental education that is missing is the spiritual education. That is the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Because until unless we don't have the Bhagavad, until unless we have knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, the practice of Bhakti Yoga in our life, we are incomplete. Because we are part and parcel. Without connecting to Krishna, we are always missing Krishna in our life. So then after that comes the system of Varnashram. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita chapter 9, Chaturvarnamaya system Gunakarma Vibhagasham. These four orders, social and spiritual, are based upon Guna and Karma, not by birth. What are the four orders? Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. But there is no education related to that. That's why everyone is just working for money Nobody is trying to act as per the Raj Vidya. Bhagavad Gita is Raj Vidya, the king of all knowledge. And that there is no brahmachari training, no training of celibacy in life or chastity in life. In the student life only, people are freely mingling and mis-experimenting with their senses. So when we are not living a good foundation for the present journey, that is the life of celibacy, so that we can imbibe complete education, material as well as spiritual. So if foundation is not good, how can we become good grihasthas, good family person? And nobody wants retirement. Everybody wants to earn till the last moment of their life. So that's why this whole disturbance in the society is because of the misidentification with the body. So when a person is awakened, the real knowledge, okay, such a person will do good in everything. Now comes the question of role. So that means the training of Bhakti Yoga, Krishna consciousness is must. We should be conscious whom we belong to, and we should act accordingly. We belong to Krishna, so we should act as per Krishna. That is Bhagavad Gita. You have to act. Bhagavad Gita is a manual of life. Then comes the role that people say, because sometimes people think, okay, you're just talking, okay, Stree is just meant to get married and have children. She should not go to work. All those things comes, and then there are so many conflicts and controversies. But so both extremes are bad. If somebody is thinking females are just, suppressive, but don't, like, without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, both extremes are bad. Because we can't journalize. Because there are three who are suffering badly in family life because of mistreatment by their husband or the in-laws. They are females. There's three on the other extreme. Those are into feminism. And in the name of pseudo-feminism, they spoil the whole family. Nowadays, it's so common, na? Get married, have a child, then after that file divorce. And we are seeing that even males are committing suicide because of that. So it's not that all males are bad or all females are bad. It's the people who are not following dharma are creating disturbance in the life of other people, and they are behaving irresponsibly towards the next generation. Because there are so many persons, whether male or female, who will end up in wrong marriages, and then they keep suffering and struggling whole life. If we accept and teach and train in Bhagavad Gita from the very beginning, so many people will not suffer, because the whole society needs that spiritual training. That's why it said that Srimad Bhagavatam will bring a revolution in the misdirected civilization. Now coming to the practical aspect. Questions. We should not educate females. Why we should not? This is Satyuga. This is not Satyuga going on. This is Kali Yuga going. Are you sure that you will arrange the right husband for everyone? Are you training every boy sufficiently that they will behave with their wife properly? If someone is giving that guarantee, then okay. But because when the marriages happen in our society, we are just seeing the face and how much income that person has. The person who marries to such a person suffers badly because there is no training, no culture in the values of life. They think female is just an object of sense gratification. So when in such a case, if you don't educate a female, she's not in a situation where she can maintain herself, then it's not a proper solution. And suppose in some cases the husband leaves the body, And you are saying females should not be educated. And then the whole social structure is not in a way to support a female, because you are promoting so much lust in the society that she is not safe at all. And when there are concepts that the in-laws, they think she's from other family and never understand that we all are part of one family, that is Krishna's family, then she will be in that helpless situation. That's why we have to individually equip every person so that their human life doesn't become a mess. If you know the story of Mother Sindhutai from Maharashtra, she was thrown out of her house when she was pregnant because there was some rumor somebody talked wrong about her to her husband. Her husband, without verifying that situation, expelled her out of the house. She suffered badly. She was a young lady. I think yeah. There is a not I think I've actually seen. So Sindhutai, there is a movie by Sindhutai. It's like about the life of Sindhutai. The struggle she faced, because then she was in a cow shed. Mother cow protected her when she delivered her daughter. And after that, to protect the daughter and to protect herself, she used to live in the cremation ground because human will rape her, murder. But it was Krishna only, it is Vithala, Panduranga, Bhagavan only, in whom she was putting absolute faith. And in such a situation of life, she could stand. And later, she not only took care of her daughter, she became mother of more than 250, 300 abandoned children she found on railway tracks. Then she opened a ashram for them where she educated all of them. They are in good jobs. She got them nicely married. And she suffered so badly in life. And you will see that smile. If we live life on the bodily concept, we will not be able to survive such trauma, such insults in our life. And if you say that the female should just serve the husband and take care of children, then what in those cases where the husbands are not good? Throw you out of the house, mistreat you. There's so many, like, it's like something, what horror show goes, people cannot imagine. Of course, that's a fact that the law was made to protect the weaker section, but it was misused by the pseudo-feminists to exploit the good husbands also. So that's why man-made laws cannot find solution for these problems. We have to follow the laws of Bhagavan, Dharma. Because committing a suicide is not the solution to the problems of life. So that's why the first thing that education, that Sindhutai, her father wanted to, get nice education, but she couldn't complete that. So every soul who is in the female body in the Kali Yuga must complete her nice education. Okay. Like my Guru Maharaj never discouraged. Like after MBBS, because of I read Ramayana, I was thinking, oh, okay, after MBBS, I should just settle and, be in my family life. This is Kali Yuga. Any untoward situation can happen anytime. Complete your material education nicely along with the strong foundation of spiritual education. Okay? In the difficult times, not only not only when the other person is no more there, but also when the other person is behaving in animalistic way, or when there is a financial crisis, we can also support our life partner, our pati. So this is Kali Yuga going on. Satyayug people are not so much money crisis the way they are now. So good education helps in difficult times. This point is clear? So one should never give up education just thinking, padhai maya hai. Along with Bhagavad Gita, along with practice of Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Yoga, we should acquire good material education because that will equip us with skills that can be utilized nicely in Krishna's service. So this is regarding education. Whether girls should receive higher education or not, they must receive higher education. And focusing on education saves us from distraction of sense gratification. Why should we waste time just all the time polishing our body because the whole society is saying a female should look this way, this way, this way? We are not sense objects. So receive very good education along with spiritual education. So it's not that people think, oh, the girl is very highly educated, she will not behave properly. Even a high educated boy doesn't behave properly. Why you don't raise the same question for him? So why you're cutting down the material education for a female? This is your wrong understanding. Instead of that, you should give spiritual education to both boy and girl so that they play exemplary roles in the society. If a girl has to play the role of a daughter, of a mother, of a wife, of a sister, same way a boy has to play the role of a husband, of a brother, of a father. What else? Husband, brother, father, or son. Okay. So responsibility should be taught to both. Okay. Otherwise, the person who is misbehaving can exploit the other person. A female can exploit the male, or a male can exploit the female. So when you're bringing them together, you must make sure that both are spiritually educated so that they are not acting out of lust, anger, and greed, but they are acting on the higher principles of dharma. Then such a home becomes a home sweet home because Bhagavan is the center of such a home. Okay? Where we respect other entity because that other, like whether, like especially in the married life, with wife or a husband or the in-laws or the children, they all are Krishna's eternal part and parcels. So we should all live together with mutual love, care, trust, and respect to achieve the goal of human life. That is self-realization, to revive our eternal relationship with Krishna and act accordingly. The saying of female should be like Sita, 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 Mother Sita, Mother Sita. You should train the boys also to behave like Ram Sita. So that's why there's education. There is need of spiritual education on both sides. So this question I've addressed. Yes, we should. Even I see after. Yeah, so I did my MBBS after that. I did my MS. It's not that okay when I started chanting Hare Krishna, reading Bhagavad Gita, I gave up with my material. You must complete it with high responsibility. Then the second part, this is that's why the training of brahmacharya or chastity should be for both boy and girl. It should not be that you don't ask a question to your son what he's watching, where he's going, what time he's coming, and you're putting all restriction on the girl. Then the girl is foolishly trying to imitate the boy, but she doesn't know that the boy is already on the wrong path. So that's why both should be trained. That human life is not meant for sense gratification. Human life is meant for self-realization. Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 5th chapter, verse 1. Bhagavan Rishabhadeva says, Nayam deho devajan niloke kashtan kaman arhata vidbujani apodipyam putrika yen sattvam shuddhe yasmat brahma sokhyam tavdanam. My dear sons, we have received this human body. After 8,400,000 species of life, already because of the activities in the previous life, you again got a material body, but now you got a human body. This is a rare opportunity to get out of the cycles of this material birth, death, old age, and disease. So don't waste this life in sense gratification like hogs. So they are pigs, they are hogs. Pigs eat stool and hogs with sugar, there is vid. So vid eats pig stool. So sense gratification is as abominable as eating stools. A hog doesn't discriminate whether she's like there is no relation in hogs as mother, sister, daughter, opposite gender, irrespective of the age, they are just driven by the sex desire. The human society is behaving this way. We are not sexual beings, we are spiritual beings. We are behaving just out of lust, and we are worse than animals. Why worse than animals? Because animals, they are in that body. It's their natural instinct. We have got a better body for a better purpose. Jivastu tattva jigyasa. If we don't utilize this opportunity, we are actually below animals. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, कामस्य न इंद्रिय प्रीति लाभा जीवेर जीविता जीवस्तु तत्व जिज्ञासा न अर्थो अर्थाय कर्म भी कामस्य न इंद्रिय प्रीति लाभा. Life purpose of human life is not sense gratification. We should utilize the senses only as per scripture. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Dharma viruddha bhuteshu kama astu bhartarashubha. The sex life that is not against religious principles is as pure as Krishna. What is the meaning of against religious principles? The sex life out of vivaha sanskara. So all this boyfriend, girlfriend, physical relation, homo, lesbian, unnatural, and self-stimulation, this is all garbage. Below animal behavior. Such a person will be lost into the illusion of this world. That's why we should follow Varnashrama. At least first 25 years. Focus on the foundation. Material as well as spiritual education. Have sense control. That's why you see the people who follow sense control, they are very sharp in their concentration, memory, in their aura, in their understanding of life. The person who misuse their senses, they are dull. They lose the goal of life. That is a fact. We are not in human bodies to behave lower than animals. So that's why material education plus spiritual education, then celibacy and chastity. This is the foundation in that first 25 years of life, irrespective whether the soul is in the male body or a female body. So when we are trained in Krishna consciousness, when we are trained in Bhagavad Dharma, Sanatan Dharma, so when such boy and girl, when they are reaching their adult age, when they will come together as Pati and Patni in the Grihastha ashram, they both will make a wonderful team together to achieve goal of human life. So such Krishna conscious couple, such Krishna conscious Pati and Patni, their relation will not be based upon sex attraction, lust. Their relation is based upon Krishna in the same. Mutual love, care, respect, and understanding. In today's time, we see the relations are based on body. That's why there are breakup, patch-ups, divorces, exploitation, cheating. Spirituality, Krishna consciousness doesn't make us insensitive. It makes our relationship more deep. Earlier, we were just related to each other on bodily level, and there is high risk of that's a high probability, and that actually happens that people just want to gratify their senses. What I am getting out of this relationship, we are just driven by whether I'll be satisfied or not. I want to satisfy my lust in it. But when the same relation goes deeper and deeper to the spiritual level, then there is love, care, and respect. That's why in the Grihastha ashram, there is Vivaha. In the Grihastha ashram, there is Vivaha Sanskar with the blessings of parents, Guru, and Bhagavan as Sakshi, two souls coming together in the Grihastha ashram. taking the commitment for a higher responsibility. And when such two souls together in Grihasthashram, and when further they have progeny, this Krishna conscious progeny, they take care of that child, not just physically. Okay, both husband and wife are busy making more and more money, and the child is getting neglected because of pseudo feminism. They say, oh, I'm not just there to take care of a child and sit at home. I need to make more money. Some maid, some helper will take care of the child. Actually, I'm earning money for the child. No. Parenting means be available to the child. Give quality time to the child. Because human body, that soul is receiving after 8,400,000 species of life, and you are thinking you can leave your child just with a mobile or a TV screen. And with this schools that are filled with material education, where the teachers, how many teachers we will find that they are actually exemplary in their behavior? So how can we abandon our child and neglect? So that's why husband and wife act as a team together. So there is no competition. Who is making more money? There is no competition for supremacy. There is a team effort. And together, we can do better. Sir. Then there comes the role of Varnashram. Mother is the first guru of the child. And because, especially the first 5 years of child, whatever sanskaras, training we are giving, that will be imprinted, absorbed, imbibed for the rest of the life. And if we are not available to the child in the initial year, then the child is again misleading in his life because he is misidentifying with the body. And going little back, that's why this Garbhadan Sanskara and the 9 months of soul in the mother's womb are very crucial. We can't think, oh, in the name of pseudo feminism, keep working till the last day and from your workplace only go for delivery and the child will be taken care by somebody else. No, this is not an ordinary child. This is soul receiving rare human birth. In Bhagavatam, said, Mata na shashat, Pita na shashat, Guru na shashat. Don't be a father, don't be a mother, don't be a spiritual teacher, don't be a husband. If you cannot take care of your subordinates, if you cannot serve them to achieve the perfection of human life. So if somebody cannot take care of the wife, should not marry. If somebody doesn't want to take care of the child, they should not beget the child. But that doesn't mean that, okay, it's living going on. We don't want to marry, we don't want to take care of a child, we are having unrestricted sex, and we are killing children in the womb by contraception or abortion. Animals are much better than us. Okay? They are not all the time sexually agitated. Depending upon species to species, they have particular season. And even if they are getting 6 puppies at a time, they are taking care of all of them. It's not that they are killing some of them. Jada ho gaye, sambhal nahi payenge. It's a name. So this is hinsa, because through the conception, through the semen, soul enters the body of the mother, womb of the mother. Soul enters the womb of the mother. Any stage we are creating hindrance, disturbance for that soul to get human body. It's a great violence there. Keeping the name as sophisticated as abortion doesn't hide the crime we have done. It's killing. True Christianity also doesn't allow abortion. I've shared this before when FCP came in 1971. The head of K.M. Nair Hospital in Mumbai was a gynecologist. The gynecologist head, he was a Christian. He resigned from his post. He said, my religion doesn't allow killing the baby inside the womb. Because we know, actually spiritual science is far advanced. So we know matter can grow around soul only. That matter cannot grow. So that means soul enters from the very first day. This is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. The whole gynecology, what happens in the mother's womb very day exactly matches with our present day gynecological text and medical books. So when through transvaginal ultrasound at 21 days, we are able to perceive here the heartbeat. Heartbeat cannot be of the dead person. So we don't have the instrument to check the presence of the soul from the day one, but we can understand because the soul is there, that's why the further growth is taking place. Dead matter doesn't grow. But for the evidence sake, maybe 21 days heartbeat is coming, until 3 months you are allowing abortion, it is killing only. This is the hypocrisy of the misdirected civilization. So that's why don't mess up with your life. Practice Krishna consciousness from the very beginning or whenever you get introduced. Because it's better to be late than never. And then become responsible in the response. Behave responsibly in all the roles we are taking in. So if we want a good mother, there should be a good father also. If we want a good wife, there should be a good husband also. Both should play their roles nicely. And together, they should take care of their parents because they have lived their life. It's the time for them to focus more on their spiritual life. Antakalaju mameva, smarana mukta kaleva. We don't prepare for the life's final exam, and our consciousness remain absorbed in the material domain only, will again come back. That's why there is vanaprastha. After 50% should reduce the material activities and increase the spiritual activities. So it's our responsibility that we should take care of our parents nicely. And parents means both parents. So in Vivah Sanskar, we get two parents. Not that she's my husband's mother, she's my wife's father. No, we have to take care. We have to be available because we are a team. And then, so take care of the parents and take care of the next generation coming. Now it's messed up. Like we have seen in Atul Subhash case, late Mr. Atul Subhash. Parents are suffering. They have lost their son, whom they have raised so well, taught, given nice education. And then his son also suffering because the wife is not behaving properly. So the small baby lost his father. When the baby will grow, he will come to know that the father has committed suicide. This is the failure of human society. Our relationship should be based upon love, but it's based upon lust and greed. That's why we cheat. How it will be based on love? When we connect to the source of love, Krishna. So education I covered. Then family life I covered. Then yes, question whether female should go for birth or not. See, in Vedic society, we were not slaves. It's not that 10, 12 hours, males are also day and night working, and there is no quality time to give to the wife or to mother or to the kids. And not the other way that female is just working. There should be a work-life balance so that we have quality time for our sadhana. That is the main purpose of human life. For Krishna conscious activities, we have time for chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. We have time to go to temple. We have time to read and understand and hear Bhagavad Gita in the association of devotees. We have time to do practical service. We have time to we have time to spend with our family. Because kids don't just need money, they need care. Same way wife or husband. If the relationship is just based upon money, everybody will think I can make my own money if you are not able to give me time. So both should give quality time to each other. When we give time to someone, that means we care for that person. Material things cannot give the satisfaction to the heart. It's love and care that's actually coming from Krishna through us that satisfies the heart. So now, because both are nice in their material education as well as strong foundation in spiritual education, then depending upon the rules and their commitment, they can decide how much they want to work. But when they are planning to serve the child that is coming in the family as their son and daughter, they have to set the priorities accordingly. Anybody, see, whether a male is working 12, 14 hours, what is left? He's not available to the family. He's making money, making so much money. And then there is no, and if the wife is not loyal, she will get involved somewhere else. And even if she is loyal, she doesn't have some husband and wife are best friend. If they don't have time to talk to each other, take care, we are just madly running after money. So there should be work-life balance. Instead of increasing our greed, we should be satisfied. Because greeds cannot be satisfied, only needs can be. Then okay, there are so many professional life fields where there is not that much risk of exploitation of a female. Like we are doctors. Of course, if we are a doctor in a medical college where like we have heard recently, oh, then it's our workplace is so dangerous that people are just lusty and greedy, and we don't know that the person who is next to us might plan a rape and murder on us. So that's why we have to understand in which field I have to work, in which atmosphere I have to work, and how much I have to work. I should not work at the cost of my spiritual life. I should not work at the cost of quality time to the people I love the most. Krishna has gifted me as my parents, as my husband, as my kids. Money is not the goal of life. So we can redefine our priorities. Because ultimately, it's not money that gives us happiness. Everyone needs a nice family, and a nice family is based upon the principles of Dharma. So that together we can achieve the goal of human life. Okay, it happens in like my property was doing his PhD in Melbourne. There were a couple from China, and it's like he tells about many of his colleagues. So one was that okay, wife is doing PhD, the husband is taking care of two kids because they're working as team. So it's not that husband is not saying why you are studying and just taking care of kids. It's a mutual care as well. Kids are grown up. They like in this very small age, they need a mother more. But then it's their mutual, like one parent is available to the child. See, there are many places female understand, like how our mothers took care of us, that she is the one who's taking care of the child, who is giving sanskaras, and the husband, father, he is the earning head of the family. But ultimately, किसके लिए कमा रहे? परिवार के लिए कमा रहे, बच्चों के लिए कमा रहे, वही नहीं रहेगा तो फिर क्या करेगा? ठीक है? So don't get misled by the false promotion in this world that so if somebody is taking break from the professional life during her pregnancy, during the early childhood, it's very nice. Okay? Because ultimately, who matters more to us? We are not identified. While we are alive, other people to judge us just based upon how much money we are making. We have to follow Krishna. There should be a work-life balance. People love each other so much if the relation is based upon dharma, but later they are not available. Huh? Where is that love? Relish that family time. If there is no financial emergency coming, then mutually husband and wife can decide how much they want to work so that they can focus on their family, they can focus on their spiritual activities, and they can focus on some practical service to contribution for the welfare of the whole society. So these 3 points I would address, because some people goes on extreme that we should, like girls should not receive higher education. They should just serve the husband. So the other thing is why people get frustrated playing the role of a mother or wife, because she doesn't receive the proper reciprocation at home. There is very loving, caring, warm atmosphere at home. Who will want to, miss that quality time with the family and go out just to make more money? So that's why we should not disregard or deprioritize or see lowly of a mother or wife who is taking care 24 hours of the family. Because we are not valuing her, that's why she's thinking this is not an important role to play. But I should also make money, because the girls or the ladies who are making more money, they are given higher respect, and others think that what are you doing? You are sitting whole day at home. No. The role of a mother, the role of that cannot be replaced by other person. She is managing the whole house. She is working 24 hours a day. It's just some rest. A few hours in that also she might be thinking, kaise dhyan rakhna hai. So it's the responsibility of the other members of the family that she also get the time to rest. She also get properly emotional care. She should be highly respected. And that gratitude should be expressed, that how fortunate we are to have such a nice wife, to have such a nice mother. So when we are valued for our roles, that gives us encouragement. And that value will be like same way, okay, we should value the husband who is playing the role nice. We should value the father. This also happens when our life is centered around the principle of dharma. And Krishna consciousness is not there, then nobody is able to appreciate other person. And then the person doesn't receive that care and love and that value, they think, oh, this is not my life is what meant for. So instead of following Guru Sadhu Shastra, they start following the social trends and mess up with their family. So these are some of the things I want to discuss. There is so much more to discuss. Maybe some other session will take. If you have some doubt, some clarity, some discussion, some question you want to ask, you can ask. Okay. So education is not Maya. Must complete education. How much you want to earn, that husband and wife should decide together. But if the husband is saying, oh, you should make a lot of money. Like I was getting matches where people were willing that I should open a hospital, run the hospital day and night. I said, no. I told my father, I will not marry such a person who just want to marry me just because of the color of the skin and how much money I get. I'm not an earning machine. Person has to value that this is my rare human birth. And I want to make, and I want to go back to God in this lifetime. I don't want to mess up with my spiritual life. Yes, the person you get me married to or enter into Grihastha ashram should be evolved enough, should get trained, should have received training in the spiritual aspect. Otherwise, there is no match. There is no spiritual match, no mental match, no emotional match. There is no physical match. Okay, so it's like two people coming together, staying in a house, but there is no love here. It's like two strangers staying in a home, fighting, exploiting, then some silent space. Whole life just very bad behavior toward each other. There is no common cause. I don't want to mess up that. So that's where the primary of our life is Krishna consciousness. And how much money we want to make, that should be second. And we should not mess up with our family life just to make more and more money. But at the same time, we should not abandon education completely. And when the time of need comes, we are not skilled enough. And especially in the first 25 years, what you will do? It's bad because so much sense gratification is going all around. If you are not focused into academics and into spiritual education, you will get distracted and diverted towards so much sense gratification. Does it make sense? If you have any doubt, please ask. In 10 minutes, we'll end. कुछ पूछना है, कुछ क्लियर हुआ बोलो. Samaira, Bharti, well, any problem in any stage of life, solution is not from the man-made laws. Solution is from dharma. Solution is from scripture. Solution is from genuine guru, जो हमारी लाइफ से अंधकार को मिटा. So guru, Vande Krishna Jagat Guru. Krishna is the real guru. He's the Param Bhagavan. So the genuine teachers, guru, acharyas teaching must be based upon the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. If there is no solution problem in this world, that doesn't have solution in Bhagavad Gita. ना तेरी चलेगी, ना मेरी चलेगी, ना सोसाइटी की चलेगी, कृष्ण की चलेगी, तभी जिंदगी की गाड़ी आगे बढ़ेगी. क्या समझ पाए?
Mataji, what if our family gets us married to a materialistic person?
That's the concern when I was doing my MBBS exams. Huh? That's why I think if today I would have been just a 10th or a 12th pass, thinking that I should abandon material education and Maya, then maybe my relatives or somebody or in my family would have got married to any person. Okay? So when you are on your feet, you are standing a good material education. At least to some extent, and actually parents should understand, everyone should understand, everyone belongs to Krishna. So when we are taking decision about someone's life, we must consult Krishna. We must consult Bhagavad Gita. But many times, this is that parampara got broken. Actually, every family should be Krishna conscious, but somehow that's why the message of Bhagavad Gita must be taught to every youth. Why? Because this youth will take care of the parents nicely and will take care of the next generation nicely, and then the parampara will continue. Right now, this problem arises because, like, suppose kids have left all bad activities, they are into good activities, they are not doing any jihatya, they are vegetarian, they are practicing dharma, and they want a partner of that nature. But parents से नहीं चलता है, बाद में सुधर जाएगा, कोई नहीं सुधरता है. मेल ईगो इतना बड़ा होता है, सोचेंगे तुम क्या. Doesn't matter. I have seen doctors also. They are doctors, but they are getting bitten badly. Domestic violence is there because the person you are getting us married to, उन्होंने क्या सीखा लाइफ में? पैसा कमाना और लस्ट. उनके लिए तो फीमेल मतलब मैरिज इज अ लाइसेंस फॉर सर्टिफिकेट, एंड यू आर सेंडिंग अस विद सच अ मेल. इट्स द वर्स्ट हॉरर ऑफ समवन्स लाइफ, द वर्स्ट हॉरर. So that's why at present what is most essential, don't take that anxiety at present, because if you present to parents now, they'll think बच्चे अभी हम देखें. But आप अपना पढ़ाई अच्छे से कीजिए. Right now you are doing MBBS, do specialization. ठीक है? Then when the time of entering Grihastha ashram will come, the whole devotee community is there. Okay, parents will see good examples how, and they are seeing already so many bad examples. Now parents are also scared कि मेरी बेटी या मेरे बेटे के साथ कोई मैरिज के बाद आके उसका लाइफ बर्बाद ना कर, है ना? अभी सोसाइटी में इतना ज्यादा बैड एक्सपीरियंस होने लगा है, लोग भी डरते हैं मैरिज से. And then they will see the good example that there are people who are genuinely practicing Bhagavad Gita in their life. So when the time of entering Grihastha ashram will come, you have achieved a lot in your material education. You have made your parents proud because parents think, इतना मेहनत से पढ़ाया है, कुछ अच्छा बनो. हाँ? And then when time will come, we can humbly present to the parents that I don't want to marry a person who is just mad, for lust and greed. That will not give me satisfaction. And we should not, yes, so Krishna Bhakta bada chatur. Okay, so we should be smart enough, chatur enough that we have to save ourselves, not fall prey to such situations. जैसे मदर रुक्मिणी है ना, कृष्ण आए ना उनके लिए, उसी तरह से प्रभुपाद जी ने हमारे लिए इंटरनेशनल सोसाइटी में कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस बनाया है. हमारे भक्तों का समूह है, गुरु साधु शास्त्र है. When I was about to get married, my Guru Maharaj was saying, I'll speak to your father. Because, see, Of course, we marry within caste. Why the reason was within caste marriage was coming? So that up down hota hai, then the whole community will protect us. But does that happen? Does that happen? Nobody. Everyone says your karma, keep suffering. Especially for female, they say that. So you got us married within the caste, and when the boy is not behaving properly, then you are not rectifying the situation. Then what is the use of marrying within the caste? So whether within the caste or in other caste, you should get us married to the right person who knows us, who knows the value of life, who doesn't mistreat us. So when I got married, Prabhu from IIT Kharagpur, computer science degree, and it's a dual PhD holder, so he's very good in his material education. He's practicing Bhakti Yoga since 2002. So it's a good disciple. So when a person who is loyal to Bhagwan, who is loyal to Guru, will be loyal to me. Of course, Maya challenge this, but if we are constantly under the guidance of Guru and Krishna, then we'll never misbehave. When Prabhu's match came, I told my father. That profile came from ISKCON Matrimonial. I shared with my father, my mother, my mama, and to his Nanda Maharaj from in Chandigarh. So my father was saying, oh, he is not a doctor. I said, he's an engineer for my because in marriage you have to see who is giving us education should match. Otherwise, policy problem comes. Everyone start thinking, I am better. So they don't respect the other person. Then my father said, he's not from the same caste. And I have already told my father since so many years, I was telling, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna doesn't say caste comes by birth. Chaturvarna Maya system called Karma Vibhag. And my mother was also telling my father that, I was already practicing Bhakti Yoga. It's not that I will wait for the boy to come as my husband in my life to tell me whether I should eat veg or I should eat non-veg. Whether I should worship Krishna, I should not worship Krishna. Whether I should be theist or whether I should be atheist. Whether I should be a sensual person or spiritual person. Whether I should dress up properly or I should expose and show my body to the whole world. Who is he to decide that? Krishna is my master. I'm eternal parcel of Krishna. So Dharma is the Vani of Krishna. So if I take everyone's opinion, I will get suffocated in my life. And if I follow my own mind might cheat me. So I must follow Krishna because he will never cheat me. So then that time I told my Guru Maharaj that okay, my father is saying caste. My Guru Maharaj said, I'll speak to father. I'm coming to Chandigarh and Jagannath Rajya. Never. But before that, only my father also understood. Actually, heart of heart, my father knows he's a very kind person. And we got the best parents because we have seen the right example in the parents. And literally day and night, their whole purpose of their life is to give us nice education, nice environment. We are forever grateful to our parents. And even they are wonderful parents because not only material education, they have fully supported, encouraged us with spiritual education. When on MBBS vacation, I used to go home. My father used to take me to the temple. Earlier, I was not it was not that I was going there and hearing Katha, but my father took me for Sunday. And there I heard, oh, Sola Mala Karna. I take full medicine. So, very nice. Only thing is, they get pressurized by the society. What people will say, ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा बट जब तुम्हारी लड़की को कोई मारेगा पीटेगा बुरा व्यवहार करेगा तब क्या होगा हाँ लोगों ने तो दोनों तरफ जीने नहीं देना है बट तुम्हारे बच्चे को जिसको तुमने इतना मेहनत करके पाला हाँ हम स्पेशली टू रेज अ गर्ल चाइल्ड इतना प्रोटेक्ट करके रखा उसको फिर सडनली किसी ऐसे व्यक्ति को दे दो जो मिसबिहेव कर रहा है कैसे शांति से रहेगी तो पूरा लाइफ आप अपनी बेटी को सुरक्षित रखते हैं किसी ऐसे आदमी को दे देते हैं जिसको स्त्री का वैल्यू करना नहीं आता तो ये तो फेलियर हो गया पूरी अपब्रिंगिंग का That means they must be giving in the right hands. कन्या का दान right hand में करना है. Who can value us, love us. So that's why my Papa agreed to it. And he's very happy. My father comes here, goes to Mayapur, Jagannath Puri with us. वो एक सोशल एक मिडिल क्लास व्यक्ति तो हमेशा एक सोसाइटी का प्रेशर रहता है लोग क्या कहें ठीक है बट अल्टीमेटली वी शुड फॉलो कृष्णा ठीक है भगवान संतुष्ट है तो जगत को आज नहीं कल समझ में आ जाएगा कि हम सही ट्रैक पर गए लेकिन जगत के चक्कर में हम भगवान के रास्ते से भटक जाए तो क्या बात so that's why practice Krishna consciousness with great faith and determination at right times under proper guidance Krishna will arrange the best situation in your life. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita purpose, the Prabhupada says one should never give up the cause of religion for bodily consideration. Mother Shabri, marry होने वाला था उनका घर में इतने सारे पशुओं को बांध के रख दिया तो पूछा है किसने बोले कल तुम्हारी मैरिज में काट के सबको देंगे तो उनको मेरी मैरिज में इतना जीव हत्या घर छोड़ के चली क्योंकि उनको लगा अगले उन्हें सारे पशु रात को खोल दी फिर उनको लगा कल सुबह भी ऐसा होगा तो पिताजी औरों को ले आए हाँ तब वो अगर ऐसे सोचती कि ठीक है बुरा लग जाएगा मुझे पाल पोस के बड़ा किया है तो मरने दो जीव जंतुओं को हाँ तो क्या राम मिलते हैं उनको बट वी आर नॉट सेइंग by this example I am not saying that you should run away from home but I am trying to tell you that how determined one should be on the spiritual path. Okay? So that's why humbly we can discuss with the family. And I will not be happy with a person who doesn't know the value of life. And males are very big ego. You cannot change males so easily. Because पूरा society में female को respect तो देते ही नहीं. Oh, ऐसे ही रहता है. Only a person who is loyal to Krishna can respect a female. Otherwise they cannot. ठीक है? अभी आप छोटे हो, पढ़ाई करो. That's why this material education fitting helps. ठीक है? आप 10वीं पास करके बोलोगे माला करना लोग बोलेंगे ऐसे ही माला करना. आप स्पेशलिस्ट डॉक्टर हैं और फिर आप बोल रहे हैं हम हरे कृष्णा कर रहे हैं भगवत गीता सिखा रहे हैं फॉलो करते हैं यदि आचरती श्रेष्ठ है भगवान का नाम ही भगवान के नाम में आपका पढ़ाई है अनपढ़ है मैटर नहीं करता लेकिन ये सोसाइटी जो है ना देखिए इसलिए क्या है लोग हमको उस लेवल पहुंचना है कि लोग हमको नीचे नहीं गिरा सकते ठीक है just to end with when I was in my MBBS pre-final year we have gynae posting so I was seeing gynae में हो क्या रहा है पहले like when we were small we were not knowing कि एक adult का life क्या होता है grateful to our parents upbringing and we were not exposed to any sensual stuff online offline तो हमको कुछ नहीं पता था बड़े लोग क्या करते हैं ठीक है when we grew up what I was seeing in that MBBS while doing MBBS, some females were just coming there for abortion and contraception. Some females were saying that even if when they are not in good state, their husband still does. This is I was thinking, oh, and foolishly females are decorating their body so much, thinking that the person loves them. They fight like cats and dogs, and in that consciousness only they are begetting kids. That's why ghostly kids, not godly kids. And then they are thinking it's love for the female. And then I understood mostly on daily basis people are doing these things only. And then they are killing the child in the womb in the name of abortion and contraception. That time I was reading Bhagavad Gita. I was reading this matchless gift all the way to Krishna, elevation to Krishna consciousness, teachings of Prahlad Maharaj. Then I was seeing what is written in the scriptures. I am actually seeing how people are madly just after Ahar, Nidra, Bhaya and Matu. I thought I am going to opt this life. You know, what is this life? I am not an object of sense gratification. I'm exploited by somebody like this. No, that was actually I decided. I will not mess up with my life. Okay? Either humbly or strongly. Okay? I'm grateful, but I'm not a great fool. I will not mess up with my life. रूप गोस्वामी पाद से कोई भी कीमत माननी पड़े भरो, कृष्ण भक्ति को हाथ में नहीं जाने दो। इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ कृष्ण भक्त बड़ा चतुर। You become very nice quality doctor. Become expert so become very nice in your academic and professional fields, along with a strong sadhana, following the four regulative principles, the daily chanting of 6 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, reading, hearing scriptures, and when the time will come, there can be proper consultation guidance from Guru Sadhu Shastra and parents also. They will, Krishna is Krishna sitting in the heart as Paramatma. The parents will see, our daughter, she has never made us, like she has never brought any dishonor to the family. She always behaved nicely in her college life, was not involved in any wrong activity. She has done so good in her professional life. What we are asking for, we are asking just give a good match, not a mismatch. Because if it's a mismatch, we miss the goal of life. Right time it will be arranged. Don't worry now, because if you worry a lot at this moment, you will not be able to focus on your spiritual and material education. Okay? But at the same time, I said Krishna Bhakta Bhara Chatur. Be grateful, but don't be grateful. Okay? With non-devotee, it's hell. And devotee is not just by external. Devotee means must be a disciple. His life must be based upon the teachings of Guru Sadhu Shastra. Not just an initiate, but a genuine follower. Disciple means discipline. Yeah. So that's why parents are also right in their concern. They become worried, oh, we are getting married out of caste to unknown person, पता नहीं family कैसा होगा, लोग कैसे होंगे, है ना? तो उनको एक चिंता रहता है. बट कई बार नॉन व्यक्ति में नॉन कास्ट में भी गड़बड़ हो जाता है. हाँ, तो इसलिए क्या है, instead of being stubborn or adamant, it can be properly discussed, and we should not choose anybody just by externals. Because sadachar behavior कैसा है. That's why even ISKCON has proper matrimonial. And अगर कोई fake profiles बना रहे हैं, तो we don't go by matches. We should not independently go and choose the matches. We should consult. Like when the proposal came to me, I shared the profile with my ISKCON superiors, with my parents, and then everybody thoroughly evaluated the boy's family. And then we proceeded for the match. Not that, okay, ये भी हरे कृष्णा, मैं भी हरे कृष्णा, ये भी दीक्षित, हम भी दीक्षित, कर लो भाई. नहीं, या वास्तव में उनको वो एक शिष्य का कर्तव्य निभा रहे हैं क्या? क्या सच में कृष्णा कॉन्शियस है क्या? क्या गुरु साधु शास्त्र की गाइडेंस फॉलो कर रहे हैं क्या? क्या स्त्री का सम्मान करना चाहते हैं क्या? क्या गृहस्थ जीवन का जिम्मेदारी संभालने के लिए तत्पर है? इसलिए we don't go by the superficial. We properly evaluate. That's why at every stage of life we need guidance. Okay? By Guru Sadhu Shastra. गुरु जिसका शास्त्र पे आता है, साधु जिसका शास्त्र पे आता है. अल्टीमेटली शास्त्र है, शास्त्र भगवत. तो इसलिए सबको एक थोरो अंडरस्टैंडिंग होना चाहिए भगवत गीता का, तभी हम सही गलत का पहचान कर पाते हैं. इट्स ऑलरेडी 45. We'll wind up the day. ठीक है. So, अभी क्या करना है, इसलिए बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाई करो, 16 माला करो, 4 नियम निभाओ. फालतू की चीजें, लस्ट वाली, ग्रीड वाले गाने, फिल्में, बैड एसोसिएशन, कुछ मतलब नहीं. Like I teach the small kids, life is a beautiful garden. Don't add trash to it. It's a beautiful album of your life. Don't add wrong images, misbehavior, wrong people. It's your life. Live by the manual of life. That's Bhagavad Gita. Live like a tigress, not like a goat or sheep which chopped off next. ठीक है? Any further query? ये सेम ना, जब मैं MBBS करती सबको यही आता है. ये मैरिज का आने लगता है, हम तो भक्ति कर रहे हैं, आगे क्या होगा. Krishna's plans are perfect. What we have to do? We have to remain under proper guidance and care. Okay? So, and holistically now. Okay? Parents are beautiful. हम इतने अच्छे पेरेंट्स हमको मिले हुए हैं, तभी तो हम आज भक्ति कर रहे हैं. तो जब समय आएगा, प्रॉपरली सब डिस्कस होगा, वो भी समझेंगे कि आजकल मैरिजेस के बाद इतना चीटिंग हो रहा है, बुरा बिहेवियर होता है. तो एक ऐसे व्यक्ति को आपको देंगे, दे विल गेट यू मैरिड टू अ राइट पर्सन, जहाँ पे आप हैप्पी रह सके, उनको फोन करके चेक ना करना हर रोज, हाँ कि भाई ठीक से रहिए कि नहीं. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी मस्ट मैरी अ कृष्ण कॉन्शियस पर्सन. ठीक है. ओके. हरे कृष्ण. जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. हरि. हरि बोल. To say the last thing. What I liked when I saw that the females are being so mistreated in the society, I felt so grateful to Srila Prabhupada. That Srila Prabhupada is the one who actually cared for us, who gave equal opportunity to us for practicing bhakti yoga. It's not that okay, we need to receive male body to chant, to do chanting, to do a bhakta, to get initiation, to go back to Godhead. No. In the female body only, we have equal opportunity to practice, because based upon the bodily level, our roles are different. For spiritual level, there is complete equality of the soul in the male body or a female body. So instead of being trapped to a false competition, we should cooperate together as per dharma to achieve the ultimate purpose of life. I'm so grateful to Prabhupada. Because of Prabhupada, he has given us 4 regulative principles. Dharma ke 4 stambh: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex life. Relations are centered around Krishna, not around lust and greed. There is mutual love, care, and respect. Because of Srila Prabhupada is training the boys so nicely that when they are becoming husband or somebody, they are behaving as Guru's servant, Krishna's servant. They are understanding the wife I have, she's Krishna's property. My Guru Maharaj has given me service to take care of her nicely. Same with the wife is thinking, okay, my Guru Maharaj has given me such a nice husband, so we should take care of each other. Then family life becomes very nice. So forever grateful to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.